Hello, hello, ladies. Oh, I'm so excited to be with you guys today. Welcome to Tuesdays at Noon, Finding Fulfillment After 40. And today I'm talking with you guys about shining your light. Okay, and here's the thing. What I've learned for sure is that in order to find fulfillment, you need to shine your light. Hi, Linda. So glad you're here. And I know several others are popping on right now. Maria, hello, welcome. So good to see you guys. And like I said, today I'm going to be talking about shining your light and why that is an important key in finding fulfillment in your life. So I want to ask you, are you wanting more fulfillment in your life? If you want that, type it into the comments, say yes, more fulfillment, or put your thumb up or something like that so that I know that that's what you want. And so this is the question, and it might not seem related, but are you shining your light? Or are you hiding it under a bushel? Did you know that shining your light is in direct proportion to whether or not you are feeling fulfilled? And before we even get into shining our light, maybe you're asking, well, what does that mean to shine my light? What does that actually mean? So we all have this divine spark inside of us. Okay, we all have this special gift, this uniqueness that we're supposed to bring to the world. And when we share it, that's shining our light. And the cool thing about it is that when we do it, we feel so good. And in addition to that, others feel good. So that's how you know that you're shining your light, because it's a win-win. Not only do you feel good, but others feel good too. So that sounds really simple, right? Like, let's just go shine our light. And I'm curious why we don't do that more often, you know? I'm curious what you guys think. What I've learned is that I think it's just, fear and a lot of reasons why we don't do it. I mean, we have learned so many ways to protect ourselves, right? We have layers upon layers of protection to protect ourselves from embarrassment, from being rejected, all kinds of things like that. But you know what? When we were kids, we didn't have all those layers, and we just shined. And I'm curious about what it was when you were a young child that just flowed out of you. Like, what was that gift that you could just give so easily, and you were shining when you were doing it, Maybe it was a certain quality that you had that just came out, and other people saw that, and it was just easy to do that, right? It was before we learned that we had to kind of hide, or we had to do the right thing, or we had to, cover up or something like that. So put in the comments, what is it that you did when you were a kid that was so easy to just shine out? Like, it just made it so simple. Hey, Kelly, I think that's you. Good to see you. I'm talking about shining our light and how easy it was when we were kids to do that, because we could just, just whatever came naturally, that was the thing, before we learned how to cover up. And when I was a kid, the unique gift that I had that I shared was singing. And in fact, if you stay on till the end, I'm going to share a song, so I hope that you'll stay on for that. But I sang a lot when I was growing up, and it brought a lot of joy to me and a lot of joy to other people. And I sang in all kinds of school productions and school choirs. I sang in church. When I was an adult, I sang weekly in a worship band and other kinds of special productions, singing backup on some people's albums and things like that. And finally, in my adult life, I wanted to sing professionally, and I did that. I sang jazz professionally. It felt really good to do that, So now I was in my mid-40s. I had done a lot of singing, I had scratched that itch of singing professionally, and I had brought a lot of joy to myself and to other people through doing that. But there was something more that I needed to share. It's like that wasn't the only thing that I was supposed to do in my life and the only way I was supposed to shine my light. So I'm curious if you guys can relate to this. Like over the course of your life, you're noticing different stirrings, different things coming up in you of ways for you to shine out to the world. And, I think in midlife, our priorities and our values start to shift, and there's new ways, new gifts that we have that emerge that we can share with the world to make a difference, and we can let our light shine that way. So I'm wondering now if there's something in your heart that you're just longing to do. There's some kind of just passion in there that you're wanting to get out, that you're wanting to share with others, that you're wanting to serve others through. And that you might be feeling like, you know what, I don't want to leave the planet unless I do this. Okay, do you have that kind of stirring inside of you? Like, I don't want to die without having experienced this or given this or shared this. That's what I'm all about, ladies. That's my passion, is to help people to shine their light and to live their best life. And just because you're 40 doesn't mean, or more, doesn't mean life's over. This is just the next chapter of that, right? So when I was in midlife, I started having that stirring, and it started at the training that I went to. I learned how to move from my head to my heart in that training. I really got into my heart to know what were my passions, who I truly was. And that training really impacted me so much. And when people would ask me, well, why did it make such a difference in your life? And I would describe it like this. It was like before that training, I had like this blanket over me. That's what it felt like. And after that training, the blanket was off and I could shine out. Also at that training, I had this really amazing kind of vision of what my life was supposed to be like and what I was supposed to do next. I imagined myself as being this bright light that would just nurture and inspire other people to shine their light, and that I would touch someone here and I would touch someone there. And I begin to see this vision of almost like this tree of light where others were shining their light and then inspiring others to shine their light. And it was just growing and expanding. Like I was the trunk of the tree and the branches were just going out, and that was just this beautiful tree of light. So I had that passion, and I knew that it was time for me to give back in a different way than I had throughout my life. It wasn't necessarily through singing anymore. I had also worked for 30 years in a university, serving students as an academic counselor and a director of student affairs. I helped so many students over the years to develop their academic plans, their career plans, and help them succeed in that. But what I was being asked to share now with the world was something even beyond that knowledge. It was this knowing that I had inside of how to live from my heart. It was this heart-centered way of life that I had learned. It was all the learning I had done over years and years of personal and spiritual work of how to raise my consciousness, how to raise my energy. And I had grown 3 businesses in my lifetime, and it was time for me to share how I did that. I was so passionate about helping others live their best life and to create a career they love. That was going to be my next step, the next thing I was to do, and how I was going to shine my light. But I have to tell you, I was scared to do it. It was scary to step into that. Because actually, when I look back, doing the singing was kind of easy in a sense, because that was a gift I had been given. It just came naturally to me, and it was kind of easy to do it. I didn't have to work very hard at it, But now what I was being asked to do was to be really kind of vulnerable, right? And like open myself up to the world and really share who I was, all the things that I had learned, how I had grown in life. It took a lot more vulnerability almost than singing, amazingly enough. Some people might think that was really scary, but this just sharing me was more scary. I also learned in that training that I went to that the fear is so much of a shorter term cost than the benefits of shining your light. Okay, so what I mean by that is there's always a cost to everything and a benefit to everything, right? When we stay stuck, we have the benefit of feeling comfortable and we don't have to get out of our comfort zone and all of that. But when we shine our light, there is a discomfort initially. There's a fear of getting out of our comfort zone. But the long-term benefit is so much more long-term, right? That cost is initially so short in comparison to the difference that we can make in others' lives, the fulfillment that we can feel, the long-lasting ripple and benefits that we have when we share who we are with the world. So I finally stepped out. I quit my 30-year career last year. I started a podcast in the fall. And I've been doing these Facebook Lives this year. And this, I have to tell you, is the most authentic I've ever been in my life. And I feel so fulfilled doing it. I feel so good that I'm finally really being me. I'm really sharing who I am, what I've learned, my sensitivities, my strengths, my lessons, and just who I am with the world. And it feels awesome. I feel more fulfilled than ever. And I'm so curious, ladies, what is it that you're feeling like that you want to give to the world? What is it? What is that gift? What is that spark that you have? Could you do me a favor and just type in the comments what it is that you want to give? It's not too late, ladies. After 40, this is like a whole new chapter. This is like so exciting because now we have even more to give than we did when we were younger. So what is it that you want to give? And let's think about this for a second. What would the cost be if you didn't share it? Okay? Because you would miss out on so much joy and fulfillment from not sharing it. The world would miss out. And think about this. You are so unique and special that only you can bring what you have to the world. You're the only one that can bring it. So if you don't, nobody's going to bring it. The whole world's going to miss out on that. And why would you want to miss out on all that joy and fulfillment that you could have? Okay? So I want to ask you, how do you want to shine your light a little bit more today? Put in the comments what it is that you want to do. Okay? Take that risk. That first action step is actually going to help you get moving to really do it. What I've learned is that action is the antidote to fear. So when you're feeling fear and you start to get into action, the fear subsides and you start to feel amazing. I know you're gonna feel great once you do this, ladies. So go ahead and type in the comments what it is that you wanna create. And I'm so excited to read those. And I also wanna invite you guys, or kind of make an announcement. I am doing a 3-day Facebook challenge, August 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's gonna be at 12 noon every day. So that's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it's titled, The 3 Secrets to Create a Career You Love. Okay, so how great would it be to shine your light and make money doing it? That is what we're gonna be talking about. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. There's gonna be more on that coming. I'd love to see you there. Mark it in your calendar, August 4th, 5th, and 6th. 3 secrets to creating a career you love. I would love to see you there. But before I leave today, I want to share a song with you guys. Okay, because as I was preparing this, the song that came to me was a song called Child of Light. Isn't that perfect? And it's written by a woman named Mindy Gledhill. And I got to tell you, now when I sing, it's different. The singing I want to do now is to inspire others to shine their light. And this is the perfect lyric to do that. So I hope you'll listen to the lyrics. I hope you'll know that you are a child of light. Okay, so here I go. Do you ever wonder who you are? Do you ever wonder as you stare into the stars where you began and how you got this far from home? Have you ever walked along the shore? Have you ever seen the water dancing back and forth? Did you look inside to see if there was more to life? Well, there's a dream taking wing. There's a voice that wants to sing. And even in the deepest, darkest night, the torch is raised to the sky. There are hands that hold it high. You were born to keep it burning bright. You were made to fly. You were meant to shine. Child of light. You were never meant to walk alone. You were never meant to carry these burdens all alone. And where there is fear, love will take control and lead you on. 'Cause there's a dream taking wing. There's a voice that wants to sing. And even in the deepest, darkest night, the torch is raised to the sky. There are hands that hold it high. You were born to keep it burning bright. You were made to fly. You were meant to shine. Child of light. I love you guys, and I'm seeing that Maria and Michelle are watching right now, and you guys are so beautiful. Just go shine your lights. You are children of light. You are beautiful, and the world deserves you and is waiting for you. So go forth, my fearless women and fearless friends. You've got this. We are not in this alone. I love you, and thank you for listening. Bye.